She's a Barbie girl in a Barbie world, wrapped in plastic. It's fantastic. Greta Gerwig got 100 million to show imagination and her creation. Come on, Barbie, let's go party. Ah, 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 ah. Come on, Barbie, let's go party. Woohoo, woohoo. Margot Robbie, Ryan Gosling, and so many more. Will Ferrell, American Ferrara. Woohoo, woohoo. Barbie was written and directed by Greta Gerwig, who did Lady Bird and this. One of the many remakes of Little Women. This movie is terrific. Came out on Christmas of 2019, and I really should have added this to my end of the year movie list, but nevertheless, one of the best movies of 2019. Also stars Saoirse Ronan and so many other goddamn people, none of which, by the way, are in Barbie, but yeah, there's an insane amount of people in Barbie. Noah Baumbach, I'm sorry, bum. Bum. Sorry, I'm sure Noah is a lovely individual, but Baumbach. Baumbach, yeah. Also, about the intro, it's funny how Aqua won a lawsuit against Mattel because of fair use and everything, and no wonder that song wasn't used, considering that Warner Bros., Mattel, and many other people had something to do with this, and this got a huge marketing campaign, along with Oppenheimer. Depending on when you watch this, you will see that my review of that is up, so check that out. You could hear and see and feel my thoughts about that. I'm just going to keep calm. But yeah, so Noah Baumbach, I'm sorry, mature. I need to be mature about the Barbie movie. He did Marriage Story and White Noise. Not the Michael Keaton movie. Not the Michael Keaton movie, but the one that Adam Driver was in. Marriage Story is terrific, by the way. So yeah, Margot Robbie plays Barbie. You want to know who else plays Barbie? A lot of goddamn people. I had to write all these names down. So yeah, Hari Nef, by the way, who was in Assassination Nation, which I reviewed almost 5 years ago. She's great. She's also a transgender woman, and if you are going to be transphobic in the comments, fuck you. Fuck off. Seriously, fuck the hell off. You can think whatever the hell you want. I don't want you here. So, yeah, Hari Nef is in this. Emma Mackey, who was in Emily, reviewed that recently. Nicola Coughlan, Dua Lipa, whoever that is, whatever that is. Apparently, somebody told me she was a singer. Okay. Alexandra Shipp, Kate McKinnon, who plays Weird Barbie. We'll find out why here in a little bit. Ritu Arya, I know that name. Can't place it. I can't place what movie I've seen her in, but I know I've seen her in something before. Issa Rae, or is it not? Issa Rae, by the way, who's fantastic. Ken, by the way, played by Ryan Gosling. And Kingsley Ben-Adir, John Cena, Simu Liu, Scott Evans, and so many others. Michael Cera is also in this. Poor Michael Cera, he just gets picked on this. Will Ferrell is in this, yes. A Will Ferrell movie that I actually sat down and watched. I guess not maybe necessarily against my own will, but against my better judgment. Helen Mirren was the narrator, American Ferrera, and Rhea Perlman. Rhea Perlman is the same height standing up or sitting down. Screwed that one up. Huge viral marketing campaign. Greta Gerwig got $100 million plus marketing to make this, to make Barbie, to make a movie about the Barbie doll. And fitting that Margot Robbie would be Barbie. And this, the marketing campaign, all that, and the trailers, and everybody was like, please watch this. Please watch this. And I'm like, fine, I'll watch it. Part of Barbenheimer, because they were both coming out on the same day. I'm like, fine, I will sit down and watch this. Quick note, though, I have never been a Margot Robbie fan. I don't hate her. I don't think that she is a terrible individual. She does not strike me as the brightest bulb in the crayon box. But she seems genuine in her interviews. Assuming she can spell genuine. She seems nice, is my point. Wolf of Wall Street, I guess she was fine. I don't know. The Suicide Squad movie, or her being Harley Quinn, and she's not awful. I just don't get the appeal. I'm not, and nothing against her looks. I mean, she looks good, but so do a lot of other people that are in Hollywood. So, okay, but everybody loves Margot Robbie. So, all right. Ryan Gosling, who is terrific. He is fucking goddamn terrific. Just seems bright, genuine, all that. And there's a great goddamn cast. And you look, and the trailer made it look all funny and yet a little bit, self-reflective and everything. Like, could it be serious? Could it be hilarious? Could it combine them, human centipede them together and present them to you in a nice little mixture and concoction about Barbie and Barbie Land and all the various Barbies and all the Barbies from original Barbie, like played by Margot Robbie. That kind of makes sense. And then various others. Desiree plays the president. And so many other people, so many of these other women, they're all great. And the guys are their Kens. They're together with them. But it's the Barbies controlling Barbie Land. And then at one point when Barbie ends up, not having the pointy feet, she gets the flat feet. She talks to Kate McKinnon, Weird Barbie. We find out why she's Weird Barbie a little bit later on. And she must figure out why these things are happening, why she's developing emotions, and it turns out that there's a connection between Barbie Land and the real world, and Barbie must travel out and figure out who was causing her to feel this way. And fun and fancy-free stuff and self-reflection and all that happens, and all this craziness, and Ken goes along with her, because why the fuck else would you have Ryan Gosling in a movie if you weren't going to utilize his comedic talents? And Ryan Gosling certainly gives it the old heave-ho and the gung-ho and everything and goes full bore, and so does Margot Robbie, and everybody just wants to know how the fucking hell I felt about this, and I wasn't looking forward to it all, but everybody wants to know how the hell I felt about Barbie. It was great, and I didn't expect to say that. I did not expect to be entertained by this. I did not expect to be moved by a Barbie movie. That is down to Greta Gerwig, who, by the way, I don't have Lady Bird on Blu-ray, but, by the way, check this out, Greta Gerwig. Tremendous. Just great. Give her more projects like this, because she injects life and energy and enthusiasm into it, and everybody is playing their roles perfectly. This shouldn't work, especially considering that Will Ferrell has way more screen time than Will Ferrell deserves in 2023, i.e. any of it, because I have never found him to be that entertaining outside of SNL. Look, as a host of Jeopardy, and even in some movies, he's not all that bad. At least Stranger Than Fiction, he was fine in. And there have been some comedies where he's all right, but often I feel he's just playing the same goddamn role. Elf got way overplayed, but he still made that movie his own. So, yes, I really enjoyed Barbie and did not expect to. Now, the thing that made it easy for me to like this was, from the very beginning, it wasn't taking itself so fucking seriously. It earned the seriousness a little bit later on. Is it a little heavy-handed at times? Is it perfect? No. It is not perfect. Is it heavy-handed at times? Yes. Yes, it is. But you know what it is also? A movie that everybody understands the assignment, as the kids used to say. I think I'm way, way behind on that. And it's colorful and bright. And we find out what happens when Barbie and Ken travel to the real world, and then maybe if humans ever enter Barbie Land, and what the hell could actually happen, and oh my god, and yeah, sure, the marketing, or the corporate sponsorship stuff is hammered over your head, the Mattel stuff and everything. Mattel apparently making fun of themselves as far as being a nutty corporation that's run by weird people and everything, but Margot Robbie plays it perfectly. Ryan Gosling plays it perfectly. And everybody else, the side characters on it, play it perfectly. This movie is pretty much one of the most entertaining things of 2023. Because again, funny seriousness. Funny seriousness. However, whatever side you want to put them on, it balances the shit well. No, it's not perfect. It's maybe a little bit long. I think there were a few points where we could have trimmed a few things down, but for pure entertainment and just the cast absolutely just being goddamn tremendous to watch, and me having to stifle laughter several times because I was in a small theater and I was kind of around some people and didn't want to be rude. It was great. It was goddamn great. Barbie was really fucking entertaining. Colorful, bright, and even when it got to the serious matters, it actually dealt with it well. And it's about, feminism, empowerment. Women need to be treated equal to men. Not in the way the Black Christmas remake did. The one in 2019 that, hit you over the goddamn head and was so goddamn bad that I forgot that Carrie Ells was in it. Yes, the guy from The Princess Bride was in that movie. This was great. Goddamn great. And love how everybody just played their roles perfectly. I'll beat you off. Nobody's going to beat anybody off. Ryan Gosling playing the perfect stupid Ken that goes to the real world and realizes, holy shit, there's actually some good stuff going on, because the Barbies are up here and the Kens are down here in Barbie land, and then we find out vice versa. It's in that way in the real world, where it's reversed and the men are over the women. Even though women are taken somewhat seriously, they still have to twist to certain roles and stuff like that. But yeah, it's great. It's really great. Watch it in theaters. It's a lot of goddamn fun. Believe me, nobody is more surprised than I am that I enjoyed the Barbie movie. Because I expected to hate it. Again, because I'm not a fan of Margot Robbie. I don't hate her, but nevertheless, I already said it. Great entertainment, though. A lot of fun. A lot of good shit. Almost overlooked Rhea Perlman, which is easy to do because she can walk under a closed door. But that being said, I am going to get into spoilers, but it's bright, colorful, Greta Gerwig. Great writing, great directing, like always, great cast. There we go. Hugely entertaining. 3, 2, 1, and spoilers. So it turns out that American Ferrera, or Ferrari as I kept calling her, was, she remembered playing with Barbies when she was a kid, and she treated one badly, and colored it weird, made it do the splits and stuff to Barbies in the real world affect the ones in Barbie land, and that's why Kate McKinnon can do the splits and do all the weird stuff, and she's kind of the weird outcast who's still allowed to live in Barbie land for some goddamn reason. But then Margot Robbie starts develop. Everything's good at first, and everything's the best day, and then she suddenly has these ideas. Wait, do you ever think about dying? And then dancing, all that, partying with Ken. Ken just wants to be with her because it's Barbie and Ken. That's the way it's been marketed. And Barbie ends up, being really depressed. She suddenly can't just float down to her car. She's not exactly in the best headspace. She's got emotions. What the hell's going on here? Why are her feet flat? What's actually happening here? There's a great scene on the beach where Ken says, I'll beat you off. Nobody's beaching anybody off. It's just really great stuff. They use the Barbie toys, the ambulance, the dream houses, the forts, all that stuff. And these sets are just great. Shout out to the goddamn set design. Like, anybody from the set design's going to watch this. They got better things to do. Like, hopefully find work before the actors and writers strike carries on way too goddamn long, and the studios keep being greedy. Greedier than they should. Nevertheless, I did find it funny also that Matt Getz, or however the hell you say it, ended up being at the UK premiere for Barbie. And actually, that kind of makes sense considering that all his girlfriends still are young enough to play with Barbies. Yeah, fuck Matt Getz and fuck anybody that thinks like him and agrees with him. You fucking idiots. Let's get back to the spoilers now. Basically, Barbie has to go off on a journey. She goes with Ken during their time in the real world. Barbie's very aloof. Ken ends up getting, some books at a local junior high because they think that it's a little girl that actually is the reason why the Barbies aren't being taken care of. But ho 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 ho, it actually turns out it's American Ferrera, or America Ferrera. Sorry, why would you name your kid America? What the fuck kind of whatever. But anyway. It turns out it's actually her that was coming up with these designs of Barbie with, thoughts of death and depressed Barbie, and Barbie with cellulite, normal Barbie, not being the picture-perfect pinnacle of unattainable beauty. But also during this, Ken finds some books about the patriarchy and sees stuff about, guys riding on horses, and takes that inspiration and he goes back to Barbie Land. And it's funny how they go from Barbie Land, they go in the car, leaving to the real world, and then they end up, Barbie's like, fine, you have your rollerblades? He pulls them out. I literally go nowhere without them. And then they travel on a jet ski, a spaceship for some reason. Why are they on a rocket? Why? You know what? I'm thinking too much into it. And Ken decides, okay, I'm going to go back to Barbie Land with this knowledge. So then, Barbie runs into America Ferrera's character and her daughter, and through a series of circumstances along with Will Ferrell and all this, they end up running out of Mattel, or Barbie does, and America Ferrera, who works there, gets Barbie with her. Is like, oh my god, I can't believe this is actually Barbie. I used to play with you as a kid. No, this is your Barbie, honey. To her daughter, but I took her because I felt like, you should hold on to some memories and everything. And I wasn't good to my Barbie, so we should be good to our Barbie. So they decide to suddenly go back to Barbie Land, and now Barbie Land is Kendom, and basically Ken has propped up the men, and now the men are taking over and all this stuff, and sex, and the sexism and the classism and all that and everything. And then there's funny moments where they have to reprogram the Barbies to make sure that they are empowered. There's also a fun little scene with Margot Robbie and Rhea Perlman. Couldn't tell if she was standing up or sitting down. Enough short jokes. I'll stop making those one day. And it turns out she's actually the creator of Barbie that had a lot of issues like tax evasion, tax troubles, and stuff like that. Really funny moment. They end up having all the Barbies end up, banding back together. America Ferrera and her daughter help. And the Kens all, get turned against each other. There's this part where they're singing Push. I want to push you around. Well, I will. I will. I want to push you down. Well, I will. I will by Matchbox 20. God, that album is about almost coming up on 30 years old. I think it was 1996 that came out. God damn. But they're doing that, and it's just some funny moments. And then the Kens all get in a war, and Will Ferrell and his entire CEO class, or not CEO, but all the suits, are there in this. They managed to rollerblade. You can rollerblade there to all these various things. And you get there, and Michael Cera plays the one lone doll of his kind that was never, reproduced, because why would you want to produce Michael Cera? Poor Michael Cera, who just is the butt of all jokes. Great entertainment, great stuff, and basically Barbie decides, you know what, I don't really fit in Barbie Land, I kind of want to be human, and then she does, and then apparently she is going to be human. And then she's living with America Ferrera. Miss America, I'll just call her that. That would have been a lot easier instead of screwing up her pretty easy name. But yeah, with the daughter, and Margot Robbie's off to get a job and everything. She goes in this big business building, and what's your name, Barbara? Handler, Barbara, named after, the creator's daughter. And why are you here? You think it's a job interview. I'm here to see my gynecologist, and then it ends. 10 out of 10. Fucking great. I don't know why I found this one. I don't know why I found Barbie so entertaining. Maybe it's because it's the first movie I saw. Maybe it's because I had such low expectations that I had nowhere to go but up. A+, even with the issues, the pacing issues, and the fact it was a little bit long. A+. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Like, share, subscribe, Twitter handle in the description. I'm John Ritlin. I'll see you soon.